So what if I told you there's a 3,000-year-old equation that could completely change how you see yourself and, well, pretty much everything else? It's just 3 little words from an ancient text called the Chandogya Upanishad, and it all kicks off with a story about a kid who was absolutely convinced he had it all figured out.
You know the type, right? That person who just graduated, waving their degree around, acting like they've got the answer to every question in the universe. It turns out that's not a new thing at all. This has been going on for a very, very long time.
So, let me introduce you to Shvetaketu. He's just gotten home after 12 solid years of studying the sacred texts, the Vedas. And I mean, he has memorized everything, every line, every ritual. He's not just proud, the text literally calls him arrogant and swollen-headed. As far as he's concerned, he knows all there is to know, game over.
But then his dad, a wise man named Uddalaka, doesn't even pat him on the back. Instead, he just drops this absolute bombshell of a question on him. He's basically asking, "That's cool that you learned all that stuff, but did you ever learn about the one thing that if you know it, you know everything?" He's asking if he knows the source code of reality itself.
And boom, just like that, Shvetaketu is speechless. 12 years of study, and he's got nothing. His ego is completely shattered. He knows all the books in the library, sure, but he has no clue who built the library in the first place. So he humbly asks his father to teach him. And this, my friends, is where the real lesson begins.
All right, so Uddalaka doesn't start with some wild, abstract lecture. No, he starts with something real, something you can get your hands on. He starts with a simple lump of clay. His first point is just brilliant. He says, look, if you understand what one lump of clay is, you understand everything that can possibly be made from clay. All these things, a pot, a plate, a statue, they're just temporary names and forms, what he calls nama rupa. They exist for a little while, but they aren't the fundamental reality. The only real thing, the satyam, the truth, is the clay itself.
And this is where he blows the whole idea wide open. He says, okay, now scale that up to the entire universe. You see stars, planets, trees, animals, you, me, all of these are just pots. They are temporary names and forms. The underlying clay for the entire cosmos is a single substance he calls Sat. It is existence itself.
Now Shvetaketu, being a smart kid, has a pretty obvious follow-up question, and I'm guessing it's the exact same one that just popped into your head.
Right? It's a totally fair question. If this one cosmic clay makes up everything, shouldn't it be the most obvious thing in the world? Why can't we see it? Well, Uddalaka has another amazing hands-on experiment to answer that.
He tells his son, go get a lump of salt and dissolve it in this bowl of water. The next morning, Shvetaketu looks, and the salt is gone. Vanished. It's invisible. But his father says, okay, now taste the water. And he tastes it from the top, salty. From the middle, salty. From the bottom, still salty. The salt is still there, pervading every single drop of water, even though you can't see it at all.
And this reveals the second big quality of this ultimate reality, of Sat. It is anima, which means subtle. It's so fine, so fundamental, that you can't perceive it directly with your senses. It's not hiding from you. Its very nature is to be the invisible essence inside of everything.
So Uddalaka gives 9 of these incredible examples: the clay, the salt, a tiny seed that grows into a huge tree. He's laid all the groundwork. He's shown that there is one universal substance, and that this substance is incredibly subtle. And now he's ready for the grand finale, the climax of the entire teaching. He points to that invisible, all-pervading essence they've been talking about, the clay of the cosmos, the salt in the water of reality, and he delivers what might be the 3 most powerful words in the history of philosophy: Tat Tvam Asi.
He looks right at his son and translates it. That you are. He's saying that this fundamental stuff of the universe, this ultimate reality, isn't something out there separate from you. It is, in fact, your deepest and truest identity.
Okay, let's pause here because this is where it gets really mind-bending and it's so easy to misunderstand. We live in a world that's all about our individual identity, our personal brand, so when we hear "you are that," we might think, oh, that's a nice metaphor.
It's not. This is the most important part. Uddalaka isn't saying you are like the universe, or you have a little spark of the divine in you. He is making a direct, literal statement of identity. He's saying that the consciousness looking out through your eyes is the very same consciousness that animates the entire cosmos. There is no separation.
And this is the perfect analogy to get it. Think about a wave in the ocean. From its own point of view, it's a separate thing. It has a beginning and an end, a specific shape and size. It thinks, I am a wave. But what is it really? It's just water. It's the ocean temporarily taking on the form of a wave. The moment it crashes on the shore, the illusion of being a separate wave is gone. Tat Tvam Asi is the moment the wave realizes it was never just a wave, it was always the entire ocean.
So let's just quickly recap the whole journey. 1. The entire universe is made of a single substance, Sat. 2. Everything we see is just a temporary name and form, like a pot made of clay. 3. This core substance is subtle and invisible, but it's everywhere, like salt dissolved in water. And 4, the big one, your truest self, that core awareness that is you, is that one substance. You're not the wave, you are the ocean.
Think about how much of our lives we spend decorating and defending our own little pot, our job title, our reputation, our social media profile. We're terrified of it getting chipped or broken. But this teaching asks a different question. What if this obsession with our fragile little pot is causing us to miss the entire point? What if we're not the pot at all? What if we are the indestructible clay from which all pots are made? Maybe the point isn't to find meaning out there somewhere, but to simply wake up to what you already and always have been. You are that.